All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. This is how I passed my Apex Eval in one trade after blowing one before this. So, executions are in the Discord. Let me just pull it up really quick. So, there's the winning trade, the 53K balance. I don't have the executions for the losing trade, but I'll show you it just because the account's not showing up now. So, basically, I obviously don't trade PM normally, but I had some Apex Evals laying around, and you guys know that these Evals are dirt cheap. They're like 30 bucks US, 37 bucks US, which is like, I don't really care. So I just kind of trade them aggressive. Obviously there's an activation fee, but I try to pass these usually in one trade. I don't really try to waste time on these. Now with other evals like Top Step where you're actually paying a bit more, I do try to not take my time with them. I do still go heavy on the risk, but these ones I'm a little more willing to just throw down the whole balance. So with these new end of day accounts, you do have a $1,000 daily loss limit, so you have to be mindful of that. So otherwise I would have thrown probably more risk on this trade, but anyway, I'm going to get into this. So coming into the session, I hopped on my charts like probably like 2:30, 2 o'clock, and I seen that price was delivering out of this 15-minute bearish gap. Okay, so I'm using this as a condition. If we flip this, what am I doing? I'm expecting price to go towards previous day high. And if we continue to reject, what do I notice? We have a lot of this like trend line built up right here. So I'm expecting price to potentially run through that. Now, first trade that I took, where was it exactly? First trade that I took was, hold on. One sec, let me pause it and see if I can figure this out. Okay, so the first entry I took was like right here. Now, obviously this is like a pretty much a gamble entry. Not a gamble, but like I seen this rejecting off like the midpoint of this wick. I seen this low resistance liquidity below. I just seen the momentum shifting bearish. So I tried, and then I had my stop. Like I literally got like ticked out, like literally perfectly. And that account was already in some drawdown. So I ended up blowing that one, but like I didn't care, like I said. So from there, I was kind of just waiting, and I missed this short right here. I should have probably got in right here. I think we had a nice, yeah, this 2-minute CISD was really nice, but unfortunately I missed it. And what I seen when I looked down was we had all this still. We had this low, we had this low, we had these lows, and then we had all of this leading down. So I figured price might want to aggressively run through this, and you know, just aggressively run through this because it always usually happens in the PM. Whatever's left from AM, obviously all this chop that was left from the afternoon usually gets run through later on in the session. So what did I do? I basically seen this 1-minute gap. Now I'm not really like paying attention to stupid like 1-minute gaps like this, but what I see is price kept bouncing off this area right here. Whether it's you're looking at it as a 1-minute gap, you're looking at it as an area of like a support, like whatever. So what I see price come down, tap it, pull back, and displace through it on this candle right here at 240. So whether you look at this as a 1-minute inverse, whether you look at it as like a break of like a support zone, whatever, I see that we are clearly continuing bearish. The momentum is clearly bearish, and I want to see price flush down to at least these lows where I can go break even. And at this point, my stop, I had like $1,000 on the stop because obviously that's the daily loss limit, and I'm looking for basically a 3K profit target, right? So my stop was resting right about there. It was like 13. I put it right above the 1-minute gap, like whatever. I put it above the 1-minute body, like whatever. I had it like right here. And basically I was like, okay, if I can get break even here and we flush through that, there's a high probability we're going to want to come down and take out these lows because we have all of this kind of like grouped up lows right here. And again, we have these lows, which I should be able to get break even to if this is a valid idea. So again, we break through this area with nice displacement. We just show strong momentum. I don't really care that it's a 1-minute gap. I'm just kind of showing this for people to understand, but we break through this area. Again, this isn't a typical setup I'm going to take an AM on my fundeds. This is like clearly just a discretion play, but I still wanted to share it because I want to show how I approach evals. So we take it there. And again, this is my break even point. We do get in a bit of like a chop right here. So at this point, I'm kind of like not losing confidence, but I'm just seeing if we hold this gap right here, because we do form a 1-minute bearish gap right here, and I'm seeing that we keep holding it, we keep holding it, we keep holding it. And clearly we don't want to push higher at this point, so I decided to just stay in the trade. And eventually price just nukes down in one candle. I'm not really sure what happened, if there was some news or what happened, but it doesn't even matter regardless, because news will always just push price exactly to where it was going to go anyway, just with more speed. So you can see, if you look at this, if you back up here and you see all this low resistance liquidity being built up, and I put the replay tool back over here, do we not assume that's all going to get run through at some point? Like that's what we'd look at, especially the way we trade. We expect this to get run through. So basically all I seen, price is delivering. We swept buy side over here. delivering off that 15-minute gap. I jump in the short early, take a loss there, whatever it is, what it is. From there, we break this area with a nice displacement close. It doesn't really matter. We're shifting from bullish to bearish. We're confirming that we probably want to continue lower, and I can probably get break even here. Get in this trade and pretty much break even as this candle's pushing and then hits full TP just below this low right here. My exit was 24,347. So total trade right here, this was pretty much it. But yeah, this is how I trade evals. Just wanted to make this because I thought it was funny, and just to show you guys, like, with these cheap evals, you shouldn't be afraid to throw some risk on the table because they're so cheap. Literally, like, these evals are $30. So it's really like, if you lose it, it's a lot different when you're like doing this on like a top step eval where you're paying a decent bit of money. But with these evals, don't be afraid to throw some risk on the table if you are advanced and you know what you're doing and you do have good discretion. Obviously, if you're a beginner, don't do that. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. This was the trade. Again, took the loss, blew one because it was already in some drawdown anyway. But that's how you have to play the eval game. And then we take this win right here and we add another account to the stack. I'm working towards max allo with Apex. On my way. I'll have it soon. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just want to knock this quick video out and try to pump as many videos as I can out right now. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.